is facing deportation nightmare. This pastor is a father of two lovely young children. The pastor is happily married. He came to the United Kingdom and his wife had two children in the UK. This is a high-flying pastor who is well respected. In fact, the people that knows this pastor, they cannot believe that the man that they were looking for to ask their spiritual father, he has found himself in a deportation quagmire. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us at the Lunch Club. If you do not want to miss out on the latest updates about the lived experiences of immigrants in the diaspora, make sure you follow us on all our platforms. We share stories to inform and educate our audience. If you see any value in today's content, kindly support this channel by giving it a like and share so that other people can learn. This pastor, he has a church which is based in London, and the pastor was doing very, very well. This is the pastor in question that I am sharing this story with you today. Hopefully, someone will learn a valuable lesson from this pastor's story. The pastor, the church was booming. He was a man who knows how to pull crowd. He's a miracle working pastor whose church was flocking because everyone was going there for the fact that this pastor, some people even say the pastor can raise the dead. They say there is nothing this pastor cannot do. Meanwhile, the pastor forgot that he was in the UK. He hasn't got his papers sorted. He was busy praying and helping other people to solve their own, not knowing that he probably forgot that he has to sort his own. Maybe the pastor was waiting for some miracle to happen. This pastor, when his wife, who is British, had two children for him, when the time comes for the pastor to apply for indefinite leave to remain, the pastor did something that he said it was one of the biggest mistakes in his life, which has ended up ruining the pastor's life completely. Meanwhile, this pastor, rumors was making it around that this pastor, that he knows how to arrange document, that if you're looking for any document, this pastor can help you. He was a pastor. That is the image that he portrays to his congregation. Meanwhile, some people within the church knew that this pastor, he had some underground game going on. Underground game that people knew that, yeah, wow, this pastor performed miracle in the afternoon, but in the night, if you need anything, speak to the pastor. He's a completely different man when you meet him one-on-one. He has been helping people. They will give them, if you need any document. This pastor, according to them, he said, this pastor will give you any document that you need to sort yourself out. From marriage certificate, any document, marriage certificate, anything you need, passport, he will help you get it. When his own turn came to apply for indefinite leave to remain, that is where some people said karma caught up with this pastor. Some people even said that pastor even tried to, he collected money from some people which he did not deliver for what he promised to do. The pastor said he submitted his indefinite leave to remain application. He then put what in Africa they call it black market. He then added black market salt and Maggi, added salt to the document. You know what I mean by when we say the add salt. It means that the pastor added fake document to his own application. He submitted it thinking that the Home Office will not know that he has added fake document to his application. The pastor waited. He didn't hear back from Home Office. He became anxious. What is going on? How come the Home Office haven't informed me about the decision? They haven't granted me my indefinite leave to remain. When the letter finally arrived in the post, it was a time bomb. The pastor one day was at home, only for the police to knock on the door, and they said they are looking for this pastor. Our pastor found himself again in handcuffs. The pastor said, no, what is going on? You've got the wrong person. I am a pastor. I'm a man of God. I cannot be involved in anything that is corrupt. The police told him that we know who you are and we've been tracing you. Forget the fact that you look good. We know that you've been involved in some shady deals. The police then arrested this pastor. They said to the pastor that you have been involved in racketing of fake documents, and you even include it in your own application. Before you know what, our pastor found himself in handcuffs and he was convicted. The pastor's ordeal did not end there. He's just starting. Meanwhile, he still has 2 children. When the pastor, they then served him deportation order. They said the pastor went underground. He went underground for 4 years. He could not be found. Eventually, the pastor was tired of hiding. He was tired because people were surprised. The pastor that owns the church, overnight, the church is gone. They can't find the pastor and nobody knows. Rumors started spreading around that this pastor, is been declared wanted. The pastor thought he can survive underground, only for him to realize that life became tough. The people that used to respect our pastor, people that used to say, oh, spiritual father, oh, yes, daddy, people that used to call him daddy, as soon as they realize that the table has turned, you know our people, we black people, the moment they realize that they are no longer getting favor from pastor, they started humiliating the pastor. They started looking down the pastor. The pastor looked at everything that was going on and said, no, I cannot live like this anymore. I am tired of living like this. I need to come out and let people know what was going on. The pastor then found himself that he was then deported back to Africa. This story, hopefully somebody will learn. The pastor was in Africa. As we're speaking now, he's in Africa. His wife, he has a wife that was loyal to him. Let me know whether you think that the wife is faithful to the point where she did what she did. The woman did not give up on the husband. The woman was fighting so hard for the children. The woman said after the husband was deported, she herself, they find that they couldn't even pay the house rent. They couldn't pay the house rent. Things became so tough for the family that she was struggling badly. The children's friend will ask them in the school, where is your father? How come your father cannot come back? Meanwhile, before the pastor was deported, the wife took the case to court, was battling with the Home Office. The wife did not give up. The wife then applied under Article 8 of the Human Rights Act, which says that the government is not supposed to separate families. Use that law to say the man needs to come back to the UK. This case is bizarre. Hopefully, somebody will learn. The woman took the case to court and said, no, my husband is suffering from depression. And the man said he's not a born again. As soon as he arrived in Africa, he's now living in a one-room, squared room where he has nothing. Things that became too tough for him. He's suffering from depression. He's going through pain. The wife took the appeal to the Tier 2 immigration court. The luck that this woman has. Let me know whether you think that how many women, because a lot of people are saying that this woman, she's 1 in a million, that a lot of women, especially from our community, as soon as the man is gone, the woman will just, that loyalty, the woman will forget, knowing for whether the man cannot return back. But the woman stood by her man. She took the case to the highest court in the land. As soon as the judge then look at the case, this man is not suffering. He said the children, they cannot go back to Africa to see the father because they are struggling in the UK. The woman said she's struggling to work and raise 2 children at home. The children are feeling depressed. Their mates are laughing them. Your father is living somewhere in Africa. He can't come back and see you because why? The children could not understand why their father is living far away. Their friends are with their father. They are not with their father. The judge had not said, I have considered the crime that this man has committed. He said, this family, that the law that separates them, it is wrong for the government to separate this man and his children, that the man has shown enough remorse. In fact, this is unheard of for the man to be in a way in Africa, having been deported back to the UK. The judge, the wife then overturned this judgment yesterday. And the judge then said, the right to family life trump anything that's separating these children, it will cause them in unimaginable pain. That these children that they are entitled to. Meanwhile, this brother has been deported. He's been deported. The judge then said that the deportation over that all that the Home Office said, which says that the man cannot return back to the UK until after 10 years, that it is wrong, that the government needs to compete. But meanwhile, the government has made it very clear that they will appeal the decision, that they will not accept the judge's verdict, that they are ready to take this matter to the Supreme Court. Let me know in the comment section whether you have any sympathy for our pastor. Meanwhile, as I said before, people are saying that it is karma because this pastor, he used his hand to destroy himself because he was a greedy pastor who forgot what he forgot that he didn't have paper, and he got carried away by the glamour and the shenanigans that was surrounding him. Finally, as we are speaking now, the judge said the man can come back, but meanwhile, the government said they are going to appeal the decision. The judge said the man has shown enough remorse, is suffering in Africa, is depressed. It said that the pastor is depressed in Africa and haven't considered that the children need their father, that it is better for the pastor to return back to the UK to come and meet his family. What is your view? Do you think that the judgment is fair, or do you think that the man, having left the UK, should just remain where he is and not return? Meanwhile, there are two children, 12 and 15, who are in this case. This mom is living in a one-bedroom house, according to the woman, inside London. She says she's struggling. To even buy food is hard for her because she's struggling, and she has not traveled to Africa to see the husband since he was deported, because it will cost them a lot of money to take the children and herself to go and see them. That is why she hasn't seen them. Well, do you think that that is a fair outcome, that this man has been given the right to return back to the UK? Or do you think that the government decision to challenge that ruling is right decision? This matter is not end yet. It will still drag up to the Supreme Court because the wife said she will not give up. She will not give up. The judge in question, just type Judge Frimpong. Frimpong is the judge's name. Pastor Frimpong. That is the pastor's name. As we are speaking right now, he's in Africa. He said he's depressed, he's suffering in Africa. He needs to come back and meet his family. Meanwhile, the UK government has said, no, you cannot return back to the country. So this matter is going to drag on for a long time. What are the lessons that you can learn from it? You move abroad, you don't forget your number one most important thing. Your pastor, you get carried away because people are running after you, call it daddy, bless me, and you forget why you forget your circumstances. Before you know it, it's when you are done. That is when you realize that people that are rushing towards you when the going was good, they are only rushing after you because of what they are getting. The moment they realize that you are done and they won't get anything from you, the person that said that bowed down for you yesterday, they realize that tomorrow they cannot get anything from you. They'll say, oh, is that not you? Is that not you? Yesterday I was bowing down for you because I thought I will get something from you. That is human nature. We human beings, all of us, we are self-centered. Most of us always think about what we will get from people. The moment we realize that we're not going to get anything, it is see you later, Ari, or see you later, mate. That is the life of human being. It is dog eat dog. That is the reality. Don't forget to share this video and subscribe to this channel. Let me know what you think about our pastor, whether you have any sympathy for this pastor or you think that the man deserves to come back to the UK. He deserves a second chance. Give this video a like if you